Hi, I'm Laura.
And I'm Tammy from Pura Echo, the place to be,
To have the energy and vitality
that you always dreamt of. And today
we're going to answer a question that someone asked in one of our videos.
straight from Italy and Tuscany.
So this person asked if we were vegetarians. This person thought we were vegetarians and did a little bit of a judgmental comment saying that healthy people don't eat animal flesh and dead animal flesh. The truth is that we are not vegetarians, we're
Anymore.
not vegans, we're not raw foodists, we're not paleo eaters. We're just human beings that eat food that we like and that our bodies ask for. We don't like labels to begin with. Not only for food, but we don't like labels. When we eat real food, that's something that, yes, we don't eat food that is super industrialized and processed. Not even processed, because I cannot lie. I have olive oil, coconut oil.
Sure.
Those things are processed somehow, but it's natural. It doesn't have any additives, any conservatives. It's as it is in nature. That's the food that we eat. And very rarely we have some fish or some wild poultry, but that's it.
We are totally against the cruel industry, the meat industry that is out there, and we do not support, and because of that we don't eat. It's not that we don't eat meat because we think that it's wrong eating meat. I think it's wrong to to raise an animal and kill an animal in a way that is non-natural. But if you do it in a natural way, I mean, if you're in nature and you run after a poultry and you get it and you need to eat it for survival or for your bodies to have some nutrients that you wouldn't have, I think it's totally okay, as long as you share that. Because also you're not going to eat a whole chicken or a whole whatever it is, right? So you eat just a little bit along with your vegetables.
The point is that there's no right or wrong when it comes to food. That's what I think, that's what Tammy thinks, and it's personal experience. That's why we're doing this video only in English, because it's something very personal. I went through a lot of guilt and shame and really negative emotions because I was raw vegan, and then I was vegan, and how come I'm going to eat an egg when the truth is that my body was shouting and screaming to have an egg, and I was not paying attention to my body. So what I think it's not healthy is not eating animal protein, but is to not listen to your body. So actually what is really unhealthy, I believe, is to judge others and to judge people. So what I think that it's right or correct to do is to listen to yourself and eat whatever you think you need.
But sometimes to listen to yourself, you need to first clean your body, right? Because when I was not on this path yet, and I had just started, I didn't know how to listen to my body yet, and I couldn't listen to my body because my body was just so toxic. It was so full of things that are not healthy, that it didn't work properly. So I could not, like, if I would listen to my body, I would listen to the cravings, as Laura said, and not really to what my body needed. I didn't know how to do that yet. So at first, I had to go through a process of detox, and I don't mean just a detox like the trendy detox that is going on right now. You do it for a week, or you go on juicing, or whatever it is. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a long process where you are eating healthy foods. And yes, then you go raw, then you go, you do juices and all that, because you're cleaning your body, right? You will alkalize your body.
That doesn't mean that you have to follow that for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
There are periods of your life where you need to detox, and there are periods of your life where you need to build. No one is the same, and no one eats the same during the whole life. If that's the case, that maybe there's something you're not doing right. Winter is not the same a summer, so we're supposed to eat different foods. If you have a disease, if you have a terminal disease, I would never say go and eat meat.
Of course. Or if you're diabetic, you will never
and eat sugar.
It doesn't make sense, right? So if you have a problem, then yes.
So engaging in boxing a concept for everybody, that's what I think it's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And
that also comes with a lot of resentment sometimes,
mm-hmm.
or not and, but or some aggressiveness. And that is the part of it's another part, is your mind, is your emotions that can actually harm your body as well as the food. It's not
mm-hmm.
only the food.
Rigidity kills you. That's
mm-hmm.
what makes you sick. Not eating once in a while animal protein. What makes you unhealthy is rigidity. It's not being able to be flexible and to, exactly as we said before, attain whatever need you have at a certain moment. Mm-hmm. That it might not be the same today as it will be in the future or was in the past. So if you're not being able to be flexible, then you're gonna get sick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened to me. I was eating the best food in the world, raw, vegan, all the kale that you can imagine, and no animal protein whatsoever for 3 years, and I was sicker than ever because I had guilt.
She developed an intolerance, an allergy to kale, mm-hmm. which is one of the most nutritious foods
But my
in the
mind
world.
was constantly thinking, no, I can't eat this, I cannot eat that, I cannot eat that, when I was really needing it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just an egg. I was not killing anyone. But this thing, this concept of, and this judgment, constant judgment, it's really not good.
But everything in balance, right? Like, we're not talking about here like going and eating only meat or eating only eggs or drinking alcohol all the time, or drinking coffee all the time, or drinking mate all the time, right? That is part of her culture, and people do that in her culture all the time. It's not this or that, and it's not 100% of anything.
Exactly.
It's a balance of everything. And
for example,
listening to your body.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, again, clean your body, go through a process of detox, go raw, yes, go vegan, go vegetarian, go it in a nice way, not just vegetarian, because vegetarian means nothing.
Exactly, that's what I was going to
nowadays.
say. I've met vegetarians that were sicker than meat eaters. Why? Because they eat pizza, pasta, bread, and that means that they are vegetarian, soy, that they are vegetarians. And I'm going to tell you one thing: if you are a vegetarian who eats soy all the time and think that you're doing a favor to the planet, no, that's totally wrong. The planting the soy is absolutely devastating the planet. So
there is an industry behind it, the same way that there's an industry behind the meat
and the dairy.
Right? So there's an industry behind soy and corn that, if you've never heard about it, please Google it. Google the word Monsanto. It's a company that is behind that. GMO, genetically modified organisms, and you don't want to support that. So stay away from soy, corn, and all those things. And yes, if you want to go vegetarian, vegan, do it.
It's your choice.
Do it. It's your choice. Do it right. Right?
Yes, and do it, but don't expect everyone to be like you.
And they won't.
Like on this comment, I thought that you were vegetarians like me. Well, I'm not. I'm myself. Very luckily, I have chosen to be myself and follow my heart. And this is something that I promote for you as well, what your heart calls you to do. And don't judge. That's it. If someone else eat meat, maybe they need to eat meat right now. Maybe one day they will stop. Maybe will never stop. So you cannot judge.
Just answering a question that everybody asks after that. So what do you eat? What do you guys eat? Well, we eat, as Laura said, we eat what we feel it's right. We eat 95%.
It's mostly a plant-based diet. Just once in a while I would say 2 or 3 times a week we have eggs, and once in a while we eat.
In a couple of months, maybe.
Yes, or not maybe
even.
more. For example, we are here in Italy, and we had a wild poultry. And we enjoyed it. It was great. We know it was wild, it was caught, we had it. and we had not eaten meat in a long time. We're here, and this is the best coffee that you can have. And I had coffee a few times. It's Italian, organic coffee. It was great and enjoyed it. And I am not a bad person because of that, or unhealthy.
And I don't drink anymore, and we recently posted a video about that, but we're here, and it's an organic, handmade, homemade wine, and I tried it. Of course I did, but I don't drink regularly because I know what alcohol does to my body. So again, it's
knowing your limits.
No to everything. It's not it. We're not radicals. We're just people that are really into having energy, knowing your body, knowing how things work in your body, and how things work especially for each one of us. We're different people.
We actually have very different needs and very different diets. We both have a 90% or more plant-based diet, but for Tammy, she thrives better in a high-carb diet. I thrive much better in a high-fat, moderate protein diet. So no one has the same needs. So you need to find out what your needs are and stop judging. Stop judging, and you're gonna be healthy. Even if once in a while you eat the worst crap and GMO food, if you don't judge and you most of the time give to your body what it needs, like natural, organic, wild foods, you're gonna be okay. So we hope you like this video, and if you think that it answered some of your questions and it can answer someone else's question, please share it and leave your comments below.
If you want to completely transform your life once and for all, go to our website right now and subscribe to receive our videos and other things that we post on our website weekly.
And remember that you're not exactly the same person as your neighbor. So you might have some needs today that will be different next year. So you need to find your way of eating, your way of life, what makes you happy. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.
Ciao, ciao.